Hello everyone, thank you for taking the time to listen. My name is Mal O'Neill and I am covering international consumer discretionary. I want to begin by reviewing my screening process. With the global coronavirus pandemic, I was looking for a low beta company that would generate value through these challenging times. One such company that receives less coverage than its peers, maybe because it's not a US company, is Unilever Group. With that being said, today we'll be presenting Unilever ADR, ticker UL, a leading global consumer products company. Unilever still trades in the lower end of its 52-week range despite a bit of rally in the market. I will outline the company's most important qualities and details of why I believe the stock is attractive today. Unilever manufactures and distributes food and beverage, personal care, and household products through a highly diversified portfolio of well-recognized brands. The company operates through three business segments. First, food and refreshments, which make up 37% of revenues in fiscal year 2019, 40% from personal care, and just under 20% from household items. Unilever benefits from good geographic coverage and strong presence in emerging markets. With 60% of revenues generating in emerging markets and 40% of revenues from developed markets. By region, the United States generates the majority of revenues, followed by China making up 16% of revenues. And following that is Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and other international companies driving the remaining revenues. The company was founded in 1930 and is headquartered in London, UK. Unilever is the fourth largest fast-moving consumer goods company, right behind Nestle, Procter & Gamble, and Pepsi. Unilever owns approximately 400 household brands including Lipton, Dove's, Hellmann's, and Omo, and has a presence in 190 different markets. 85% of group revenues are generated from brands with the number 1 or number 2 market position. After appointing a new CEO, Alan Jope, in 2019 and reconstructing the management team, the firm's focus has moved towards high growth execution and enhanced organizational culture. Unilever plans to accomplish this goal through their commitment to innovation and by designing for growth channels, and in the end, creating products that give meaning to their customers. The company takes time to look at trends in the marketplace and expand on their innovation efforts. One trend is producing environmentally safe products. Unilever has put an emphasis on incorporating sustainability into their business strategy. Likewise, Unilever has been acquiring companies that have a mission of social awareness and eco-friendliness. Unilever uses M&A to diversify their portfolio of offerings and expand into new markets. With that being said, Unilever is well positioned in meeting the essential and sustainable needs of their customers through their strong brand presence in markets and acquiring companies that help them move into new markets. After growing revenue steadily at 2% CAGR over the past 7 years, the implementation of new management, eco-friendly products, and a new market introduction will lead to an increased expected revenue CAGR of 4% between fiscal year 20 and fiscal year 24. Overall, with the guidance of a solid new management structure and team, it is recommended that Unilever be added to the AIM International Fund with a price target of $69.15, representing a 35.01% upside. My first driver is the emphasis Unilever puts on their ability to create eco-friendly products. The company has a strong focus on catering towards eco-conscious customers, and it shows through their product lines backed by their ESG rating of an A. In the personal care space, Unilever has implemented a plan to reduce the use of plastic in their packaging. For example, their brand Dove. Dove products will be 100% recycled bottles by 2020. Management has disclosed that this will be expanded into their other personal care brands. In the company's home care space, their detergents are now moving into plant-based products and packaging is being used with recycled plastic or less plastic overall. Unilever has also implemented the Cif Eco Refill, which allows customers in the UK to refill their Cif spray bottles, instead of purchasing new bottles every time they run out. This is a trend management believes will be expanded into more countries over the next 5 to 7 years. Lastly, looking at food and refreshment segment, Unilever has been shifting towards plant-based products, including vegan ice cream, vegan salad dressings and condiments, and frozen vegan options. Unilever has also teamed up with Burger King to introduce the Rebel Whopper, a vegetarian burger offered in 25 different countries. Now moving on to my second driver. From the launch of Unilever, the company has acquired more than 41 different companies to diversify into new markets and expand their offerings. They look to acquire companies with high growth and solid margins, while having a mission of social awareness and eco-friendliness. Most recently, in fiscal year 2019, the company acquired Oli. This would be the company's first acquisition of a pharmaceutical company. Management has disclosed that they see high growth in the health and wellness business, and especially in customizable nutrition. Oli allows customers to go onto their website, take a survey, and with data analytics produces a vitamin that is complementary to your own health and well-being. Oli already has a strong presence in the US market, and management believes that there will be strong growth when it's introduced into that international space. Finally, Unilever takes time to strategically analyze their markets and decide which business model fits best into each market. For example, the Omo Express pickup, Unilever saw an opportunity in the Brazil market to open a dry cleaning store. Not only do customers in Brazil use the Omo product, but Omo branded themselves in the form of a brick-and-mortar store. Unilever has also shifted gears in the digital age. Unilever has moved into e-commerce and creating the SIF engagement site, where European customers can go online and reach out to Unilever customers with any concerns. This was a huge success and an increase in customer satisfaction. The website alone was contacting an average of 63 million people per year. In order to reach an intrinsic value for Unilever, a 5-year DCF model is constructed, using a terminal growth of 2% and a WACC of 5.2%. An intrinsic value of $69.30 was reached. A sensitivity analysis of plus and minus 20 basis points on terminal growth and plus and minus 50 basis points on WACC ranged from $46.41 and $104.81. Using a PE multiple of 26.1, an intrinsic value of $73.91 was calculated. Moreover, an EV to EBITDA multiple valuation was conducted using a weighted average of 12.7 times, resulting in a value of $63.93. By weighing my model 60-20-20, a price target of $69.15 was reached, resulting in a potential upside of 35.01%. Unilever pays a dividend yielding 3.7%. Due to the current environment the coronavirus has presented, many customer product firms are faced with a significant challenge over the short term. From what we know today, management has announced revenue has lowered in growth in China, particularly in their food business, which incorporates food delivery. Unilever is still monitoring the impacts from other countries, and it is not yet clear the extent of the impact coronavirus will have. My second risk is foreign exchange. Most of Unilever's sales are generated outside of the UK, and so the company faces fluctuation in currency. In the past, the company has increased prices to offset the exchange. Lastly, Unilever has implemented a plan to review their tea business. According to a study done by the company, most people would rather drink green or herbal tea than black tea. In the past, Unilever added more herbal and green teas, but still 2/3 of the tea business is black tea. Historically, Unilever's tea has struggled to produce positive growth margins, and with new management in place, they're looking for the best way to either sell the business or redefine it. Mr. Jope was appointed CEO of Unilever in May 2019. Prior to serving as CEO, Mr. Jope has been with Unilever since 1985. He served in various presidential roles, including president of Unilever's beauty and personal care business from 2014 to 2018. Mr. Jope reconstructed management. He appointed presidents to oversee each region and presidents to oversee each business segment. He also implemented a president of digital marketing and a chief operating officer, all of which were not in place before. New management has aligned its goals to help their growth margins and expand their business into new markets. Mr. Jope and the rest of management have extensive experience in global brand building and leading multinational organizations.